The Republicans are in a bed of their own making and they're not liking it a bit, and I understand why. The rhetoric that they have used between them and the Tea Party for the last 20 years has been designed to create the other. The other is someone who is not human. And the Republicans have used that specifically towards the Democrats. Well, now, when you go far and far and far and far and far and further and further and further right, you get to a point where you can't go any further. And there's your Matt Gaetz and your Jim Jordans. And you now have Republicans, their wives are now being called by MAGA Republicans because they won't vote for Jim Jordan. Jim Jordan, who's an insurrectionist. Jim Jordan, who watched young men get raped by a doctor and did nothing. Jim Jordan, who has no accomplishments in 8 terms as a congressman because he has not gotten a single bill that he has written passed into a law. This is 100% the fault of the GOP and the rhetoric they have used to create the other, and the other is Democrats, it's homosexuals, it's people that are trans, it's anyone who disagrees with their philosophy. Well, if you go far enough right and people who are just normal conservatives don't agree with you, they're the enemy too. Everyone becomes the enemy, and that's the problem. That's the reason why you can't get 217 Republicans to agree. 20 still said no. What's the GOP going to do? There's no answer. They're going to have to intimidate people into voting for someone they don't want. And the normal rule is 5 to get rid of a speaker. Kevin McCarthy gave in to the 1 to get the job. I don't think Jim Jordan will do that. He's dumb, but I don't think he's that stupid. It's possible. So if he gets, put in, he's an obstructionist. He's not going to solve the problem. That's the reason why people are voting against him. They want the country, the more normal Republicans, and they're very, very few, because they're all still voting against things that would help Americans all the time. And we can't allow them to have a life raft in this situation. They have to go through this nonsense on their own. They, with Matt Gaetz, decided to remove the speaker. The Democrats went along with it because fuck him. You made an agreement, you shook our hand, and you broke it. Well, there's no more saving you after that. And that's how that goes. Kevin McCarthy did what was best for the country, was bad for him politically. Thank God, okay? But now we're in this conundrum. And you have 2 votes already down and no one's been selected. Hakeem Jeffries would have won if it was a popular vote. He got 212 votes both times. If 4 Republicans vote for Jim Jeffries, my God, if only, Hakeem Jeffries, he would be speaker, but they're not going to do that. It's going to be chaos, and we have a lot of money to give out, and we have a budget that needs to get passed, and it's going to be due on the 15th of November, and today is already the 17th of October. The GOP is causing problems yet again. Please remember to get 5 people to vote that haven't voted before, and encourage them to vote blue for obvious reasons. Please remember to vote true and vote blue.